Oh, this is the new OXXO that's going up here. And you can see how quickly it happened. I've been trying to document it every few days, but in the last few days, they've really made a lot of progress. Here, I'll take you a bit closer. This is the little temporary storehouse, but also where people stay while they're here. But some of the workers, not everyone. There's a couple people in there now. I won't film them because they're sleeping. And I wouldn't want to be filmed if I didn't know it and I were sleeping. But I'll take you down to the other little Willies here, which isn't far. I'm not sure what this will be, but it's going to have some, maybe something about the plumbing or the water, or I don't know. Little puppy. So this will make a big change, mostly because, and I've heard different things, maybe a month, maybe a bit longer, but mostly because they'll be able to take out money here. And a lot of the little shops you can't use a card in, and there's, well, you can take out sometimes money from the Willies, and that's where I'm walking right now, or from the DunoSusa, but not always. It depends how many people have spent money, and they can't give everything away. So sometimes you can take out 200 pesos, then there's the cost. Otherwise, you got to go downtown to the bank, and I don't mind it. It's not like any horrible torture, but, and I've said so many times, it's a 20-minute ride, 25 minutes, depending on the traffic, usually. But still, by the time you go down there and back, it's either a whole morning or a whole afternoon. Because the buses only leave from downtown every half hour. So even though the ride's 20-25 minutes, you could be waiting a half hour to get it, and same for here. The bus just left actually right now. So this is a nice little place that I frequent where they sell their own roast chickens. They're very good. Half a chicken is 80 pesos. Is it 85? And that comes with sauces and beans and so on. So it's a pretty good deal. But that being said, just for the record, a whole chicken costs 90, just a bit over 90. I think I paid 91, 93 the last time I got one, a whole chicken. Then of course, it's your expense for the gas to roast it, so it's a good deal, 85 pesos. And I do love roast chicken, but it always tastes so much better when cooked over a fire, doesn't it, than in the oven, although I don't complain either way. So these two new stores have really made a big change here for us. And not that I'm a big fan of like not running anyone down, but like 7-Eleven and so on. It's mostly just snacks and salty and sugary food and sugar drinks. So look at those nice orange flowers coming up here. I don't know if the camera really captures how brilliant they are. We haven't had rain in a few days either, so that's something. Truck's a bit loud, so I may not attempt to talk over it. There's the road. People waiting for the bus. afraid it's going to be a bit of a wait for them because the bus just went by, so another half hour there. And there's no shelter. There. Aren't the trees just beautiful? I think so. The little median here. I don't know what these trees are with the bright orange flowers that sit on them. I wish I knew. I'll ask someone. But they're stunning. So now you'll know your way around our little town here. If you look at some of my early videos, I walked with you all the way to the center where the buses are, where the bus, not buses, bus, there's one, where the bus comes, the short bus. And this is a walk from where the short bus would pick one up. So, this is the Willie's here, which is it's like DunoSusa and OXXO. They're just like a kind of 7-Eleven, I guess. A bit more than that, though. At least Willie's has some vegetables and a meat counter and so on. So does DunoSusa. It's mostly processed, highly processed meats, though. It's not like a butcher. But the smoked pork chops are good. You can't go wrong with them, I think. Otherwise, I'd go to the butcher here. Well, there's two of them, so. So there we are. Oh, I thought that was a snake for a minute. Across the street, and this is where. Uh-oh, I'll wait for the car to go. They sell churros, as you see there, on the weekends. It's just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And see the papas y churros, plátano fritos, salchipapas on the weekends. They do a nice little business. I've never been there, but I know people who have and said it's pretty good. It's just by the time they open, it's towards the evening, and I'm usually hanging around my own place or at my friends nearby. But we'll have to make an effort to come out sometime and try it. Maybe we can do a group walk. Oh, hey, that's my friend there in the moto taxi. Just say hi. And this is the family. Again, I haven't been here, but I hear that this is really great. And they cook all of their own food: chicken, carne asada. They have tacos, all sorts of nice little things. One of those things, isn't it funny, you know, when you live somewhere and something is so close by, it's only about 2.5 kilometers, a walk from where I am, and then you just never go there. That happened to me when I lived in Washington, D.C., although I did like to go to a lot of places. There are still so many places to which I never went. Fairfax, too. I never went to the Courthouse Museum, and it's not that I didn't want to. I did. It's like they say, one of these days is none of these days. You keep thinking, I'll go next week, I'll go next week. And then you kind of forget about it, that it's even there, right? So the school's here. And it's still too early, but usually there'll be a variety of food that people are selling outside. And again, it's quite good. I have had some of that. And it's just in the perfect little size. Jardín de Niños, the children's garden here. And I'll slowly go across. This is the water supply here for this part of town. I live near the other one. You know that big disappointment, the secrets behind the wall there. And there's nothing but a well, but as I said previously, what was I expecting? So here's the school, of course. Houses across the street. Oh, I just see by the water here. I don't know if you can see those two little things up there with the railings. That's a lot more than we have with that little pump, which you've seen in my rather disappointing video. Someone's going to build a wall, it looks like, there. The bags of concrete. Oh, they've already started there, yeah. Some people put they'll make an extra room in front here, in the space in front of the houses. And coming around to the park, and I have another video, or a couple here, filming this, so you can look those up. I won't duplicate it, but the entrance here to the park, one of them, at any rate. Haven't seen the joggers this morning. I came out the other day and there were so many people out walking and jogging. There's a couple of jogging clubs for all ages. There's a young woman's jogging club. There's a young men's jogging club. And they all go at different times. There's 3 or 4. I think it's great. If I jog, that is. I prefer walking myself. So here we are at the park, and I will sign off. I brought you full circle. And if up here one would take a right, well, I'll go to the DunoSusa so you can see the other store. The Willies that I filmed, well, you saw the back of it anyway. That's new. That's just new in the last couple months. Oh, this is a great place here. The quesos, el zacatito. I've got cheese from there. They're really good and reasonable. I got almost a whole big round fat one for about 45 pesos. And I've been enjoying it. Cheese goes with so many things, I think. I can content myself on a breakfast of it with a couple of corn tortillas and some cheese. That's enough for me. Not every day, but you know, when you're in the mood. So no one's here yet. This is unusual. Usually there's people out here in the park. There's a worker there, a couple of workers. I think there was a very disaffected person who came around this weekend. See that? The sign. They also spray painted here this little chapel. Someone spray painted hypocrites, on the inside wall. And I think tried to take some of the benches. Because the benches were never changed, and now, as of the day before yesterday, I noticed that the benches have all been changed, and someone had, I don't know how they did it, but they wiped off the word hypocritus. You can still see where someone tried to write it, and I took a picture of it after it had happened. But here is the chapel then.